It's 5 a.m. Time to wake up. And it's always a struggle. I'll silence the alarm, go back to sleep, but then my backup alarm comes on because I know me. And this is when I realize I gotta get up, gotta face another day. We got work to do, but I'm exhausted. So I start my morning off with a protein shake. The way these shifts have been going, I'm lucky if I have a chance to eat. So I make sure I have that hearty breakfast, a good protein shake, and pack my lunch to set out for the day. I wear a mask when I pass certain areas of the house if I know it's an area that my son or my mom would be. I'm just in fear that I might give them something from work. So I get dressed in my garage, just trying to keep the work environment separate from the home environment. Coronavirus is not allowed. Once I'm all dressed, off I go. This is the time where we have the social isolation shelter in place. So only the essential workers should be out and about. I've been finding myself praying a whole lot lately. This is an experience, but I know there is a higher power. Always. I still feel like we need to shut down more. I feel like people are still out there. It's a risk. It's a risk. And if you ask my family, it's a risk for me to be out there too. But who else will do it, right? Pray that we have less cases, less severely ill. Pray for no mortalities throughout the day. One can be hopeful, right? I think about everybody that I saw my last shift, and I just want to know, like, how did they fare out? How are they doing? I pray that they're okay. I pray that no one I discharged came back. You know, it's nerve-wracking. Listen, stay inside, do what we have to do so we can get past this. That's all I want. That's all I want. I've spent a good 45 minutes on the road, so now I've driven into the daylight. That's a lot of thinking. And then anxiety kicks in. But I gotta get my act together. There's work to do. So there's always that eerie feeling, not only the fact that everything is just different heading in, but also to just know that, you know, we don't know what we're walking into, and that's the daily. That is the daily. Now more than ever are we needed, and it's just a scary situation. Like, we put on our brave caps and we try to be as jovial and lighthearted as we possibly could. But the problem is that deep down, I know we're all scared. And we just hope that we can help and not become part of a statistic. I always tell staff, just protect yourself. If you want to put your PPE on for toe pain, do it. If that's what you feel you need to do to feel safe and secure, do it. It's a scary situation. But somebody's got to do it. We have a mask mandate, so everybody has to wear a mask walking into the department. We have to wear a mask in order to be in the hospital, and that is employees as well as patients, for our safety and for theirs. Everyone talks about how these masks don't do anything, but truly it does prevent droplets from spreading 6 feet from you or 3 feet from you, which is the standard. All this talk about this mask doesn't do anything. It does something, but it may not be 100% protection. You still maintain your distance. You still don't touch your face. You still wash your hands well. You still maintain good hand hygiene, of course, you know. But the whole point behind, when it was influenza, we were wearing these masks. So it does help with droplet, but anything that's airborne, it does not help with. So that's where we want to make sure we have on our N95s for patients that we are concerned about coronavirus and in a perfect situation. But wearing these does provide some protections. Pray for me. I pray for me. I pray for you. I pray for everyone. I pray for the strength of my coworkers, my team. I pray for my patients. I pray for their family members, because we also have patients that come into the department who are not there for coronavirus. I mean, we still have heart attacks and strokes and other issues to deal with. So I pray for everybody that when they come in for the reasons they need to be here for, that they are not exposed unexpectedly. So I'll tune in with you guys after my shift. Take care. Today was exhausting. I have a pounding headache, and that's how it's been. This is now the new norm. This is the new norm. To leave my shift, my head is killing me. It's scary. Scary, very scary. But I had a guy who I saw 6 days ago, came in well appearing. He just had like mild symptoms that led me to say, you know what, we should test him. And lo and behold, it was positive. But now today he comes back, and today is the day he needed to come in, because he was breathing fast. He had high fever. His heart rate was really fast as well. He didn't look good. He didn't look good at all. And I hope that he fares well through his hospitalization. But when he came in the first time, it was really mild. Nothing to be super concerned about. But I don't know. One patient threw me for a loop. Came in, complaining of belly pain. Belly pain. She came in complaining of belly pain, nausea, no vomiting, no fever, no cough, no shortness of breath. She's in her 40s. She was tender when I examined her. It hurt when I pressed. You know? Mild diarrhea, nothing to rave home about. But she's like, it's just so much pain, doc. Jeez. So I said, you know what? You're tender. I'm going to do a CAT scan. Let's just make sure it's not like a colitis or a bacterial infection in your colon that's giving you your pain and your diarrhea. Her CAT scan was normal. The belly was fine. Organs in the belly were fine. The problem was her lungs. Her lungs showed evidence of viral pneumonia, ground glass opacities in both lung fields. And I had to pause for a moment and say, what? Everyone's got coronavirus. Everyone has coronavirus. When will it end? When will it end? I called my mom and I said, make sure Colin gets up and signs on, and make sure he does his attendance and sees, look into what assignments he has due for tomorrow. It's 10 a.m. Colin is still in bed. Colin says he's tired. Okay, he's tired. Guess what? He's watching YouTube. One thing that I always tell my son is I have no problems with you playing and doing things that you enjoy, but you have to do your schoolwork first. We need to learn priorities. So this comes to no surprise when I tell him that he has to get his work done. I had to stop and call him and say, you need to get up and do your work. I'm in the emergency department taking care of people who are sick, and I'm calling my son on a weekday early to tell him to get his work done. Like, just listen, do what you need to do. It's being a parent and a doctor in the same, at the same time. It's not easy. Not easy at all. But what are you gonna do? You gotta do what you have to do. So when I get home now, I have to decontaminate. I have to prepare dinner, and I have to call him on video chat while logging into his online learning to make sure that he did all that he was supposed to do. What hurts me is when he's like, can I have a play date? And mommy's like, no. There's a virus, a bad virus going around, and it's easy for us to catch it. So it's not safe for you to mingle with others right now. So then we joke about it. I said, Colin, by the time you go back outside, you're gonna have hair everywhere, like a caveman. You're gonna have probably a mustache and beard, hair growing all the way down your forehead. The sunlight will hit you differently, and we laugh about it. I think that's the only way I can take my 9-year-old through this process, is by laughing about it. But none of it is funny. We just have to make do. I don't have on a mask, but I feel like I have on a mask. My face feels tight, my jaw hurts, my head is pounding. I'm mentally and physically exhausted. When I get home, the ritual is ridiculous. I get out of the car, got my Clorox wipe, sanitize the whole seat, steering wheel, armrest, gear stick, door handles, seat controls, seat belt buckle, all of it on my way out. Wipe goes in the trash. Sanitize my hands. Open the garage. Get into the garage. Strip. Clothes into the wash. Hot water cycle. Okay? Shoes on the rack, on the side, in the corner, in the garage. I go inside with workout clothes because that's what I wear under my work clothes. Straight into the shower to wash away the stress, the pain, the worry, the anxiety. And then to think that I can't just sit back and hug up my child, you know? It's tough. It's tough. I am a virtual mom.
Is this thing on? Mom works with sick people who need help, and if she gets in contact with some of them, she could get sick as well. So Mom doesn't want to take any chances. She just moved me away from her so I don't get sick too. She doesn't want to take the risk of it. It was a good choice, but it was a hard goodbye. I want to be with Mom. I just can't. Like now and then she will visit me, but sometimes it's not really for a long time. She would have to wear her mask, so if she doesn't have a mask, I can't go near her. Mom didn't just leave me alone. She left me with Grandma. Like my uncle has like a mail job, so he's gonna deliver to people's houses, so he could have it. Dad's a police officer, so he arrests other people and puts them in jail, but he could also have it. And then Grandpa keeps going to work too, so he might have it as well. So since school is out because of the coronavirus, there's like online classes we have to do. It's hard to navigate the website sometimes. How do I get into it?
The writing?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you. I'm looking at it. Do you see it in 4-507 under writing?
Yeah.
It says remote learning is, and then you just got to write something about remote learning and how you feel about it. How do you feel about it?
I don't like them that well, but we have to do it for our education. So since me and Mom can't be together, but we can like video call each other from our computers. When I was doing my physical education, we were doing it together because we don't want to like be alone sometimes. I had fun being on video chat with Mommy and doing the exercise.
Oh, Bobby! The whole jazz. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10.
I can't do that, Colin. No fair.
This whole thing makes me sad because I can't remember the last time that I hugged Mom. I'm sad.
How you doing?
Good. I'm doing great.
Great.
Mhm.
Did you finish all your classwork?
I didn't do any yet. But I did some earlier. I did some what time was that? I think it was like 11.
Colin, you have to get your work done.
No.
You have karate in about an hour and change, right? So I'll check in with you later.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you, Paul.
Professionally, we do what we have to do. We're putting ourselves at risk, I get it. But personally, the hardest part of it all is that I'm isolated from my son. And I did that by choice for his well-being. I'm also isolated from my parents, which I also did for their well-being. They're doing well, but it's the hardest thing to not hug him and kiss him up like you normally would, because you're protecting them. So I need this virus to go away, okay? I need this to get better soon, because I miss my picnic. This is wild. And I do wish that this gets better. What hurts me the most is the fact that I'm not sure that I see the end, but I'm hopeful that it's near. I just want things to reset in the right way. So I just want you guys to continue to pray for us. I want you guys to do your part as well. And we'll be all right. I hope.